Peter, can you give us a snapshot of the Student Ambassador Program?
Sure. In total, we have 160 students from all across the country, representing 38 states. All of them are coming from different backgrounds. You know, some studied science, some studied Chinese culture, history, all of that. But they all share one common characteristic, and they all speak very, very high level of Mandarin Chinese.
In the branding lingo, we call them brand ambassadors to the United States and as brand ambassadors of the American society. Okay. And of course, they need to bring visibility to the Pavilion, also
Sure.
the U.S. society. How are they doing this?
I would say one thing that's very unique about the U.S. Pavilion is we kind of have that human element, that human touch, and that's strictly due to the students and their presence. And so the students have a lot of freedom in kind of expressing themselves with the Chinese guests, and also kind of relating, I guess, on that personal level. We have guests, ask a ton of questions about, for example, we have a segment on Habitat for Humanity in one of the films. We get people asking about, are all the homes in the U.S. made out of wood, or do neighborhoods always work on houses together? And funny little questions like that. But it's the students are always there to be able to answer these kind of questions, and so they are kind of the first stop for anything America related, or for any of that information. Something kind of an important aspect about the pavilion is that it's not contained just in this box. The pavilion runs programs all around Shanghai and actually probably Greater China, as the Commissioner General visits other areas. But for example, we've sent students to local middle schools to take part in a Roots and Shoots education program on environmental sustainability. We're sending another group to a children's hospital next week. As we have special guests come through, whether these be youth or corporate sponsors or whoever, the students are the first ones to greet them in pretty much every case. And so, in terms of I guess the visibility of the pavilion, they're always the first image that's seen.
Why are they credible spokespersons for the pavilion and also for the American society?
Well, I would say, first they're American. Something unique as you explore the rest of the expo, you'll notice that a lot of the pavilions are actually staffed by either local Shanghainese or Chinese that maybe studied abroad in that country. But the U.S. has by far the biggest program, with 160 young people actually from our country coming to the expo and just available for the guests for whatever they might need. And so I would say, they're the ones that actually are experiencing American culture on a day-to-day basis, and so they have the information, and the Chinese guests really love to interact with them because they kind of have this youthful and vibrant spirit about them. So.
What needs to be done to make this program more robust?
Part of just I guess the challenges for the pavilion in general and just working at the expo is it is a 6-month gig, and trying to get all of these interests coming together at one time was just an incredible challenge. We have State Department, corporate sponsors, actual staff that works here, the student program, so USC being involved. And so, just bringing all those together was quite a challenge early on, and I think that, the students were kind of caught in the middle of some of that. But now, so I guess going forward, if an event like this was to ever happen again, we could possibly have training early on for, anything from show operations to how you deal with dignitaries.